Hey guys, it's Davey here, and it's currently day 52. Hopefully, you guys had an amazing day, right? And of course, doing better than yesterday. But that being said, guys, today I had my quick self-reflection session. So what I found out today is that I'm happy, that I got back from my break period and actually got some cold call in, right? And then actually, maintained that cold calling streak, for 5 days in a row. Right, so I'm happy on that side. I'm proud on that side because I managed to, I guess, bounce back and be more productive. So from comparing myself from last week, from doing nothing to doing already a lot, is a massive improvement, and that is the thing I am proud of. Right. Of course, there's habits that I could eliminate again because as I, bounce back from doing nothing to doing something, I didn't implement every task I wanted to do in one day, right? So instead of, feeding myself with too much of things to do where I am not competent at everything, I just integrated cold calling for this week, right? And of course, next week, I'm going to start implementing cold emails back into my life. So because I had so many spare time after cold calling, I fill those gaps with watching YouTube, and sometimes it's for informational based, but sometimes you lose yourself on YouTube, and I'm sure you guys experienced this before, and you just start watching random crap that it does not benefit you whatsoever, right? So that was me 50% of the times, but I had the free time because I had nothing else to do. So this week, by implementing a new habit, a new, I guess, outreach strategy will, you know, make me use the spare time I have to do more productive things. And consequently, by doing that, I'll have no spare time left or minimum spare time left to really do anything else. And that is the goal, right? By the end, no matter if it's this month or how many weeks to come, by the end, my goal is to slowly but surely fill out my time, allow time with all productive tasks. So basically, then I won't have anything else to have spare time doing, right? And obviously, this will take time, but I feel like this is the right way for me to go, right? To make sure I consolidate one habit before implementing another, to make sure I am competent and comfortable doing one thing before implementing something else that will, I guess, just ruin my whole schedule, right? However, this is the problem, right? I am starting TAFE soon, and in case you guys are not from Australia, which is probably plenty, right? TAFE is this I guess uni for pre-uni, kind of like university for, I wouldn't say dummies, but almost like a college, right? To learn, I guess, the generalized degrees. So whether that's business admin or just getting your certificates, so very the low level professions, right? The basic of any industry. Of course, then you have universities where you can actually get like a diploma or like a professional degree, right? So TAFE is like, I guess, your normal, average college, right? So that is something I'm trying to get into. Of course, going back to school isn't my choice, is my parole officer's choice. It was something I was expected to do, right? However, I wanted to avoid the whole thing by getting some clients to show my parole officer that I am, what I'm doing actually works, and I may, avoid school, but obviously that isn't the case. And school is supposed to start tomorrow. However, I was a bit messed up in my enrollment period, so my course may be delayed. But nonetheless, going back to college or going back to school is inevitable for me. So that means it's going to take about 2 to 3 days out of my weekly schedule, which will interfere with my goals somewhat. However, it wouldn't be a big issue, right? Because eventually, if we know what we want, we will get it. Then there's no obstacle that can actually stop us, right? If we know where we want to go in life and we will achieve our end result, then there shouldn't be any obstacles stopping you because we will always manage to fight around it. We will always manage to go around this obstacle, right? So I guess I'm seeing this TAFE thing, in the bright side because normally I will look at the negatives, right? I will, hate it. I'll condemn it. I wouldn't want to go back to school because I think education is useless. However, I just have to look at the bright side. I have to look at the bright side, even if that just means going out to a social setting, meeting new people. That itself invaluable. Is an invaluable experience, right? That I need because staying at home, working on your business is great and all, but without that social interaction with the world, it's something then I'll be incompetent at, and it's something I have to learn further on the track, anyways, right? So it's best to just get it done and over with now. Practice and level up ourselves in all aspect of life. Because remember, guys, to improve oneself in the journey, it means to improve every area that you are, inadequate at, right? So that doesn't just mean building a business. That doesn't just mean working on your health, right? It means everything, whether that's talking, the way you dress, anything and everything that contributes to your overall improvement as an individual, right? So, one bit I do lacking is, to be social, right? Because I always have been timid at heart, as a young kid, etc., right? And being from a different country, hanging out with the white boys, it's not ideal to be, social around them because how it is, guys. But anyways, so even that alone is a very positive thing I could take from going to uni or going to TAFE. Right? Of course, there's many more positive that I could look and find, and I'm sure I'll find more and more positive reasons for me to go. And of course, if I'm gonna go at the end of the day, no matter what I say, would not get me out of the situation, then there's no point to scroll. There's no point to argue and complain about it, to be all sad and all. I used to do that, and it has not served me once. Right? I used to be angry. I used to be negative, thinking to push myself in all these ways by criticizing myself will get me what I want, but it doesn't seem like to be the case, guys. So scrolling and just beating yourself down will only drag you down even more. All right, start looking for the positive, embrace the present moment, and be grateful of what you have now. Right, because a lot of people, believe it or not, are dreaming of the life you have now. Are willing to trade everything and sacrifice anything for the position you are in now. Even if you are not where you want to be in life now, just know you are at someone else's endpoint and they will do anything to be and trade lives with you. Just remember that, let that sink in, and be grateful of where you are now in life, right? But that being said, guys, this has been my Sunday. It has been a very short one because majority of my time I spent with my cousin. He came to visit me all the way from Sydney. So obviously he's going back to Sydney soon. So spend the weekend, his last day here actually, to go with him, spend some time with the family, catch up, and obviously say my goodbyes, right? So nothing really exciting has happened today. However, I believe next week will be a banger. Next week will be a killer because I'm actually looking forward to cold calling. I'm actually looking forward to doing some emails because I haven't done them for a week now, and I kind of want to upgrade my vocabulary, right? That being said, guys, hopefully you guys learned something valuable today. If not, that's totally fine, right? Because I'm sure I'll have something worthwhile for you guys tomorrow. That being said, see you guys then. Bye bye.